Well, here we go again, guys. Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy Drew, come back with another video. And today's video, I'm gonna be giving you my top 5 loadouts for season 7. If you're trying to solo grind, solo push for that HBR, man, I'm gonna help you get it faster right here with these class setups. So just sit back and relax, grab your popcorn. We're on the way to 4K. So if you have not already, if you've been watching my videos, man, I see you, Steve, I'm looking right at you, man. If you're watching my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, bro. I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing if you're not subscribed already, cuz? All right, let's get right on into today's video. So first up, y'all already know my favorite weapon from season 6. I'm bringing it over to season 7, the LK24. Right here, and you see I got the name down. Look, while you're following this video, you want to make sure you have all these check marks. You want to have every class for every situation, because they don't give you time in the game to actually sit back and adjust your classes for different maps and different game modes. Unlike, you know what I'm saying, console Call of Duty, where you kind of in the lobby for a little bit and then you see the map and you're like, okay, I might need to put this on, or I might need to change this. You don't get a chance to do that. So you want to make sure all 5 of your classes are ready for each and every situation. So here we go, LK24 with the quick draw extended mag FMJ. Boom, the J3, running that with the FMJ, what's that, extendo mag and a silencer. I love the J3. Probably it's my favorite pistol in the game. No, probably the Purifier. If you don't plan on getting up close to people though, you don't want to use the Purifier. You want to probably use the Hive or the Death Machine. You probably want to use one of the two. But I love the Purifier, man, because it's fire. Just like my mixtape, bro. Go download my mixtape, man. It's coming soon, man. Y'all download my mixtape, by the way. Agile, okay. I got Agile here, Ghost, as well as that silence. So I'm gonna do a quick explanation now that we have went through it all. The LK24 is a mid-range rifle, so my play style is from mid to long range. The recoil is very, very low. Sometimes you have to go into some close gunfights. That's why I have Agile and Quick Draw on, especially for people who use one-tap ADS. You want to make sure you have that on. That ensures that you're aiming down sight at least at the same time that somebody else with a similar weapon like the LK is, so you at least have an even matchup, a fair fight. If you run on somebody with SMG, good night. You're not gonna win that up close with the LK24 usually, unless their aim is off. But if they have good aim, 9 times 10 they will win that just because of the weapon matchup. Okay, but at least Agile will give you somewhat of a chance to win that gunfight, unless, you know what I'm saying, you strafing or you jump shot or you drop shot. But I'm just saying, just normal up close, shoot first, you know what I'm saying. Matchups, that's what I'm talking about. Who would win that fight? Probably them, but this will give you the best shot. Smoke grenade, because I like the smoke grenade in objective based gameplays, game modes. And the main class setup is set up so you can do a little bit of it all, you know what I'm saying. I do run a trip mine on this class. I like to throw it down, leave it, and just kind of go, you know what I'm saying, worry about the gunfights and not have to worry about cooking a grenade or anything like that. So that's the main class setup. Let's get up into class setup number 2, the ASM-10 on my objective based class. And I do want to say I do have the HBR in my main. I kind of swap back and forth between the LK and the HBR. So the ASM-10, I usually put the weapons that have high damage in this class setup. It's like my heavy hitting class setup, if you will, if you can say. You know what, this, I got to take the cowboy out, man. I need a heavy hitter. I need a heavy hitter looking guy. Here we go, heavy hitter. Yeah, we're gonna go with this big dude right here. He looks like a heavy hitter, even though he is extremely unfashionable, if that's a word. Yeah, your fashion sense is not hitting on all nines, but it don't matter. We're going to war. So let's get right into it. Red dot sight, quick draw FMJ, extended mag. If you're not good with the ASM-10, you might want to put a grip on this thing. I usually swap out between the ASM-10, the BK57, and the AK-47. But I didn't say I do put the BK on this one sometimes. And what I said on the ASM-10, AK-47, and Man of War, that's what I use usually on the objective-based game modes. I like to use weapons that have high damage for this one. Okay, that's what I like to do, but you don't have to. You can use another one of your favorite guns, but you want to make sure you have the perks, at least have the perks, and make sure you have everything that's on like this side. You want to make sure you put a launcher here. Now you can put that other launcher. What's the name of that other launcher? This one. You can use this one. It is more versatile, but I kind of like the other one because I'm not really looking to kill people with it. Usually looking to take down UAVs and counter UAVs and things like that, because that does give you score as well, if you did not know. But I like to use the FHJ on that. And then you got the FMJ, which if you shoot like UAVs and counter UAVs with it, then you know what I'm saying, does more damage to those as well, if you did not know that. So let's continue on with the class setup here. I use the hive most of the time because I'm not really doing a whole lot of movement. I'm just holding down a flag or in the hard point or something like that. So the hive is very, very useful for that, placing it down. Flag jacket, very, very useful, especially if you're not doing a whole lot of movement, which I don't do with my OBJ class setup. For people who using those grenade launchers, throwing in grenades to a objective. Smoke grenade, I'm kind of torn. I wish the smoke grenade and the trophy system went in the same one, but it is. So I kind of go back and forth, just depending on like the day. Like each and every day you kind of have to adjust a little bit, because one day you might feel like you're going against a lot of players who are using a lot of grenades and stuff, and you need the trophy system more. And then sometimes you feel like you need to smoke more because your teammates aren't pushing into the objectives enough. So you kind of have to go back and forth and see which one you like. So, and then alert, I don't have on dead silence here because, like I said, not doing a whole lot of movement, so I do not need dead silence if I'm not doing a whole lot of movement. So alert is the way to go for this one. So now let's get into the next class, which is the Russian class, the rush to the bank class setup. This is where you put your SMG. This is where you put your SMG. I got the QQ9 right here. Usually you will see the cordite here. I love the cordite a little bit more than the QQ9, but I want to get a lot of practice in the QQ9. I like the QQ9. It's very, very fun to play with, man. So this is my QQ9 setup. Red dot, quick draw, extendo mag, long barrel. Long barrel adds a little range. You need that. And it shoots very, very fast. So make sure you have on some kind of pistol with this, because it shoots very, very fast. And then you might not have time to reload if you see another enemy or something. You'll have to switch to your pistol. So what I have on this, if you rushing at all, gravity spikes is the way to go, or purifier, but I usually like to use gravity spikes. Usually I run out of ammo a whole lot with this, so I love to use this. Man, I already mastered too. I love to use the vulture. I always want to call this scavenger. That's what it's called in Black Ops 1. I use that. Now you can go two different directions here: alert or dead silence. One of the two. Sometimes I'm in matches, everybody running dead silence, I hear nothing. Sometimes you hear everything, so it just kind of depends. But I love running dead silence or either alert. So I always just go back and forth. It just depends on the day. So for this, I do use smoke screen again. Love smoke screen, by the way. Trip mines are always good. I usually run that on my SMG class. You can go with a grenade, but sometimes I just throw a trip mine down and leave and don't worry about like my equipment or anything like that, because I'm focusing on my 1v1 gunfights and trying to get as many 1v1 matches as I possibly can. So that's it for that class setup. Like I said, man, I run that. I do feel like I run out of bullets with this a whole lot. Kind of like the HBR. I feel like I run out of bullets with that thing all the time. Okay, search and destroy, man. Once you rush to the bank, you got to search for the money, right? So my search and destroy class is right here. AK-117. Wait, let me go back. Use your favorite SMG. You want to either go with my favorite cordite, Q9, or RUS or RSU, whatever one is called. PDW is great. It's almost better than RSU, but I don't know why. It's just the way that the iron sight looks. I kind of aim better with it. I guess that's what it is. That's kind of why I like it better. But anyway, let's get on into the next one. AK-117. Pharaoh is also good if you like getting up close and personal. AK-117. Now you want to make sure in search you're using a gun with low recoil, fast fire rate. I don't really use my AK-47s or my A's and 10s here. AK-117 is great. ICR, HBR, the submachine guns can also be good. The RUS, I used to use it in search a whole lot. Wouldn't recommend that. PDW can be great, especially if you like rushing and search. But I use the AK-117 because I feel like I can rush with it pretty decently. I can rush with it pretty decently, but make sure you put a silencer on whatever gun or weapon you like to use. Make sure you put a silencer on it. Just like this, I got a silencer on this. Got a silencer on it. Make sure you put a silencer on it. Your secondary and your primary. You don't really have to worry about this gravity spikes and all. You don't have to worry about that really. But then you want to be fast, but you want to be silent. So I got that. You want to put that silence on. And I use hardwired because you don't want to die to trip mines. So that's my search and destroy class. So like I said, remember, you want to have a class for each situation. You have a main class that can do a little bit of everything. I can play search with this class still. You know what I'm saying? AK-117, LK, HBR are great for search and destroy. BK-57 is another great one for search and destroy. And like the submachine guns are great. Snipers are also great, by the way. But this is a class setup. Make sure you have a class setup for everything. Main class setup, objective based class setup, a rushing class setup for your submachine guns, a search and destroy class setup when you get in those search and destroy matchups, and then a sniping class. Snipe says one-man army. Let me go over the sniping class first, and then I'll go over the one-man army and what I mean by one-man army. So this is my sniping class. I had just did my one-man army like before the video, so wait, that ain't what I use. So this is my sniping class. I'll go over this first and just show this to y'all. This is a sniping class that I always use. I usually use it in search, but I'll use it every now and then in other game modes. So I usually use it in search, and now I have a pistol with me just in case you snipe somebody, they don't die, you have to finish them off. So that's it, easy. So one-man army, and what one-man army is, you already a one-man army when you're playing solo rank sometimes because you don't have good teammates. But if you feel like, man, I'm playing, my teammates aren't doing anything, I'm playing like TDM or Dom or whatever you're playing, and my teammates just aren't doing any good right now, okay, have a solution. Shout out to Ghostly for this one. One-man army class setup. This is mine. So what you want to do, put on whatever is the cheese weapon of the meta. And this meta is the HBR. So you want to put on the cheese weapon. Some people said they don't really like the HBR. I saw that in the comment section. I was like, what? What? But anyway, whatever the cheese weapon is, whatever the weapon that everybody is using, you want to make sure you put that on the one-man army class setup. And my new HBR class setup is the FMJ. This one I got the nuke with suppressor and extended mag. Took off that foregrip because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use a foregrip. I'm gonna get used to that recoil. So it's not really that much recoil anyway. So anyway, you want to use that. You want to make sure you have a secondary on for the extra bullets and stuff. The thing feel like it shoots very fast, and I run out of bullets with it. And then next, you want to go purifier or death machine. You want to go one of the two. One of the two. I guess I'm gonna put death machine on because I already have purifier on one of my other ones. So you want to do that. You want to go with smoke. Man, I hate trophies. I can't put both of those on at the same time, but I'm a smoke grenade guy right now. You want to go trip mine, so you can just lay it down in positions. Then you want to go persistence. This is what makes the class. That's why I'll come back to it later. Vulture, so you don't really have to pick up weapons. It won't stop you from moving. Dead silence or alert. One of the two, so you'll know what position enemies are coming from. I put on alert on this one. So this is what you want to use. You want to use persistence, man. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Let's say you're killing, and you just die one away from that Goliath or one away from something like that. That you need to turn the tables in a match. This will make sure that you don't have to start all the way over to getting that Goliath or what you're talking about getting. So, score streaks progression does not reset after death, but cost is double. Effective to each score streak once per match. So, this will ensure that you will eventually get that kill streak. And you'll stay on the path to getting that kill streak. And you wanna double that up by using this loadout, right? This not loadout, this score streaks. UAV, counter UAV, and you wanna put on a Goliath. And this is the one-man army loadout. Now, sometimes I don't have the Goliath on. If I'm playing in a group, I usually take it off. Like if I'm playing with a team, but if I'm not playing a team, that's usually the score streaks I run. UAV, counter, Goliath. I usually what I run if I'm running solo. That's usually what I run. Sometimes I put on a stealth chopper if I don't feel like getting no Goliath. Sometimes I just don't feel like controlling that thing, but then I get lazy. But that's usually what I run, or I go UAV. I just go the first 3 kill streaks. Sometimes I do that just so I can just refresh kill streaks back to back to back to back to back. So those are, you have to accompany your score streaks. They have to like have a meaning to them. You have to know when to use the score streaks, how to use them correctly. So sometimes I just run these 3. Molotov is great for just putting on objectives. I usually don't get kills with it, but it discourages people from getting on objectives. So that's it, man. That's the loadouts. Those are the layouts, man. If y'all enjoyed these, man, let me know down in the comment section below. And also, man, drop some of your kill streaks and loadouts down below in the comment section, man. I like to see them, man. I like to see what you run, and I might try some. I might make some videos of them. So drop them down, and whatever one I like or whatever ones look interesting, even if it's something just crazy you want me to try, drop it down in the comment section below. We almost on the way to 4K subs, man. So if you have not already, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Drew, and I'm out.